That
Oh,
sounds nice.
it's
Hi,
not me.
audio, and I'm moving over
I'm
to
either.
this. Look at
Aw.
us. We're all so pretty and we're all so beautiful.
And not
Welcome,
sick.
welcome. And Will's a little tall, so we're gonna bring
Definitely.
Will down in the frame. There we
We're
go.
not
Rub it
sick.
in, why
Stop,
don't you?
Will, stop being tall.
Yeah, I mean he's short to me,
How
but he's
dare
tall to
you.
everyone else. Nonetheless, hello everyone. Welcome back to Cosmos Candela here on Dying of Exposure. I am your game mommy, and I just want it to come from Kelly this time. Say hello, Stratus Recollective.
Hello,
Stratus
Stratus.
Recollective.
Yeah, we just need.
Oh,
we
it was
just
just
need
for
people.
Kelly.
It was just for Kelly. It's fine, Julia. It's fine. You,
I'm sorry, I'm
of
sorry.
all of the people
love
that
the
are
sound of your
currently
voice.
on this stream, you're allowed to interrupt the white people the most. Today is going to be a little bit of an interesting episode. We don't have Glitch, as you can see. That is not just Glitch holding a pose with his face painted green there. He is absent, which means Izzy isn't here, and I'm not going to not have Izzy be here for yet another good fight scene. So we're going to do a little bit of a detour in the story. And so
When we have art done and somebody's missing, we could put the art up in their frame.
Yeah, we can.
That would be
And
cute.
I will do that, making sure,
Look at your
assuming
brain.
everybody's given
Full
our
of joy
artists
and
their
smart.
character descriptions already, which I assume everyone on the stream totally has.
Absolutely.
I
Definitely
did.
have.
I don't believe you, Will. I don't believe you.
Good.
But nonetheless, follow me down this rabbit hole, oh kooky cosmonauts. We're
Oh,
Milky Way.
Jack is here.
Yep, several days into our ahead of time, amorphously. You all are happily settled in
next
to-
Sunday AD.
to you're happily settled into your new digs, your blimp.
Blimp.
You are currently set up in the blimp. I am going to go round robin, and I'm going to say, what is one item each of you would want to have in a facility that you had to spend a fair amount of time as? This can be a coffee maker, it can be a pinball machine, it can be a beanbag chair, it can be whatever you want, it can be a personal workout gym, whatever you want. What is one item or one thing in the blimp's facility that you would like for your home base? And we'll start with, let's start with, what would Tery want in the blimp?
Why? Why me first?
Because you're at the bottom left and closest to me in spatial relation on the overlay.
You're so right. Maybe something Power Rangers related, like I don't know, a game like arcane game.
A Power Rangers arcade game.
Yes.
Is it one of those like
But
which
but I
Power
think-
Rangers arcade game? You can do the research for that and decide which game.
No. I think it could be the Power Rangers game, but then instead of the buttons like normal, like vintage, it could be like touch screen because Terry's like too
futured,
too
too futured, so
Only
it's all
on
touch.
touch screen.
Yeah,
all touch
it's
screen.
a fake vintage person that like he wants to have the collect,
Refurbished.
but like if I'm gonna use it, it needs to be like more modern.
Yeah,
and then it can be SPD, I guess.
There you go. There you go. So we've got a Power Rangers arcade machine, retro inspired but future equipped for play. Nim, what do you think Nim would have in this little place?
I think if they're going to spend good amounts of time there, she would definitely have brought a very, very comfy chair. You know those big old nest chair things?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a big old cup with lots of like cushion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I'm going to be here, I'm going to be comfy when I'm stressed.
Like a bird's nest, if you will.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to sit how I want to sit and be cozy amongst the stress. Definitely brought.
Amazing. Eddie, what would Eddie have in this place as a creature comfort for Eddie, or something that he would like to engage with?
Eddie's not used to comfort.
That can be part of it. Like you can build it in. Like, why would you ask for this? Because what's happening is Grem has made sure that these things are in the facility.
Right. You know what? Eddie would have wanted a seat against the one of the windows.
Oh, a window seat.
Like something like a seat sort of built out almost as like an extended windowsill kind of thing.
Yeah.
With like some kind of padding, with a small desk there with some writing implements.
Very nice, very nice. Eddie has like Nim has their cozy chair. Eddie has his cozy kind of bay window seat kind of situation. Of course, it's not actually from the exterior. It all appears to be one solid LED or like nano LED projection thing. But from the inside, Eddie gets a view of the interior of Velis as the blimp sort of floats along its marketing path. And a pleasant seat and the secure comfort of no one can see in, but he can see out, which is always quite pleasant. And everything. And last but not least, is there anything Kilo would bring? Small or big?
I think Kilo has a bit of a reading nook.
A little reading nook?
Yeah. I think, he spent a number of years alone now, and to be left alone with your thoughts with the way he isolated for that amount of time. I feel like his thoughts probably would occasionally eat him up during that time.
Yeah.
And so I think he took to reading as a form of either distraction or study. I feel like he started out with books, obsessively the way he was in the beginning, books that were about true crime, disappearances, historical, nonfictions, trying to see if there's any repeated patterns in what he saw in his own life. But then I think eventually he realized that he genuinely enjoyed it as a quiet pastime to himself. So if there is some sort of, kind of like Eddie, maybe some sort of nook-ish spot by a window, nothing too fancy, but a somewhat sizable bookshelf, and how maybe there was a little indent in the wall of the blimp or whatever, where it could be pillows, things like that, just something nice.
Nice little reading cozy space. A surprisingly cozy and almost warm space for such a genuinely empathetic, but not often verbally
expressive.
As expressive person. As I move Will gently around in the overlay.
Sorry, I don't mean to be moving around. And
no, that's fine. I just realized it was off center anyway. Kilo, paper books or digital, or mix of both?
Paper.
Okay, so a lot of paper books. Quick question. Ed, for Kilo.
Yeah.
Non-fiction. Does Kilo read now that he's expanded? It sounds like you've implied it's like over time he's expanded what he consumes beyond the non-fiction. Is there a preferred genre for Kilo?
Oh, this is gonna make me sad. I think Oh, I'm gonna make myself cry with something I just made up. I feel like he reads books that are a little bit more slice of life because it's what he's missing.
So he
Like
reads kind of
that's his
cozy,
yeah.
like like a lot of family novels and everything like that.
Yeah.
A lot of dealing with like
Yeah.
relationships and just like the growth of people over time.
Yeah.
Uh so yeah, he has a bunch of very kind of
Wow, I didn't
warm
realize my
swords.
heart was gonna bleed today. Thank
I
Jesus.
teared up when I thought about it. I
You're
did not
just like,
expect
of
that
course
either.
that's what he would read though.
Yeah.
As the obsession turned into sort of like a
Okay.
long terms, not acceptance in the classic sense of there's nothing I can do, but sort of like acknowledgement that
Yeah.
it's like this isn't going away soon, and I need to do something with my mind that doesn't make me that isn't just this all the time.
Yeah.
And so almost melancholic in his reading of these moments. So with a cozy book corner, a cozy chair, a cozy writing kind of little office thing, all by the end of,
Well,
and then
It's
Tery.
you threw us into a dystopia and gave our characters the option for comfort.
Yeah,
We're gonna take the
It's like,
comfort.
here's dystopia and trauma. What do you
I-
want for your creature comforts? I want to be cozy.
yeah, I agree.
I
I
want to be cozy and safe.
the Tery and in my mind Izzy at the Power Rangers arcade game, because of course Izzy's gonna play a nice beat 'em
Little
up Power
noises and
Rangers arcade
songs.
game.
Hell yeah.
And everything like that.
And I'm gonna win, of course.
Tery, you get a little ping on your you get a buzz, I should say, on your vibration on your flip phone.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Yeah, Tery, when you look at it, it's a notification. You have an event to go to that is part of one of your sponsorships. It's an event. It's an event too, and I'm just going to call out another classic nerd thing here. It's an event to a grand opening of a location in what we'll call the one of the more fun sections of Velis, in the kind of entertainment district in one of the neighborhoods. It's called Broad Street, and it's where like movie theaters and stage theaters and bars and live music and little shop kiosks and fun little restaurants are. Broad Street is yeah, like it's not a tourist trap per se, but it is a place where people that maybe don't make it into kind of dense populations go go a lot of times into like denser kind of city sections of Velis. Go a lot of people that like have their 9 to 5s in their lives and personal lives and only occasionally go there to maybe see a show, or maybe occasionally go to like the kind of always running carnival that's there. But you have an invitation to a place called Lasers and Feelings. That's a grand opening. A grand opening of a place called Lasers and Feelings, Retro Entertainment Funplex, and you're supposed to just be physically there, so that people can see that you were there during said grand opening. And it says, notification, a reminder, and the invite is for Tery Bite and guests.
Okay, I think Alexander would want me to be there, go there, even though he's kidnapped and in danger. I think that's more important to keep my schedule going. So,
He worked
who
so
wants
hard to
to
get that on his schedule
party?
for you.
Yeah.
He took time out of his
No,
busy
yeah,
schedule to
yeah.
make
I
sure
have
you
an
were there.
event. If you guys want to come with me, I would love to not go alone. Usually, Alexander is there, and I also have some bodyguards just to make sure like people don't, you know.
Mob, yeah.
People get crazy when they see me.
So popular.
Overexcitable.
Mark's like, I'd
Yeah.
love to go.
Lord.
No,
Shut
Mark,
up,
I'm
Mark.
sorry. I only have 5 tickets and it's
Nobody
only for
invited
friends.
you, Mark.
All right.
You're not my friend yet, Mark. Unfortunately.
Yeah, you gotta work on it.
That's fine. We're professional acquaintances.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
like to
that
keep it
French?
professional at the office anyway. And
Yeah,
Mark goes
sure.
and pouts in another area of the blimp.
Mark.
Uh,
I thought I was a loser.
Sorry, Glitch. We know you wanted us to treat them with care and
Julie, oh my
respect.
gosh.
that's not what
What did
Mark's
Julia
for.
say?
She said, gee, I thought I was a loser. Mark,
You
it's
thought-
such a deep burn. No, to Mark.
Terry thought
Oh.
Terry was a loser.
Terry about Mark. I was like, that's such
Yeah.
a deep burn.
Just low
so
self-esteem
good.
dunking on lower self-esteem. But
It's so wretched. I love it.
but yeah, and so there's an invite here. Without Alexander at hand and the inevitable security, all of you immediately know that someone like Terry would probably be
Swamp.
not like accosted, but like, you know, mobbed by fans and stuff like that, get into awkward situations and things. And so all of you are aware.
Enthusiastically approached.
And right now, you don't have any like imminent missions on deck, imminent things that are happening on deck. So all of you do have, in theory, the time to join Terry if you so choose.
Please come with me, please, please, please.
I mean, I'm not letting you go by yourself. I'll be there.
I mean, I guess this is kind of what people in our position do, I guess.
Yeah.
Eddie sitting here thinking about the massive amount of credits in his account and just like sitting here going like
money?
Like
Oh,
I
you
could-
mean I have
Yeah.
money?
Eddie, let's
like-
spend money. It's my favorite pastime.
And you do so well at it.
okay.
I'm really
you
good
really-
at
you really
spending
do.
You
money.
don't
You
buy
are
questionable
really-
cars with
I
it. It's
do
a-
it all
it's
the
a-
time.
No,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I do not have a problem with spending money. The problem is what I spend money on tends to be kind of expensive. And
Oh.
Mm,
Like a nice car like mine.
yes.
Or
You're not
Yeah,
questionable
totally.
car whatsoever.
cars. That's what I. That's my
Yeah,
vice.
that's what Eddie likes. Cars.
nice.
The fumes
Definitely,
from cars.
Yeah, we love cars.
Yeah. I guess I need to like.
Why do
Do I need to get a suit? Like, do I need to get like how dressy is this?
suit?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I own the clothes I need for a party like this.
Oh, I'm sure I have like a lot of clothes, but it's probably on my apartment.
How
Retro
wait, and
Entertainment Funplex. What does
how do-
that mean?
so and then just the idea of Terry lending clothes to Eddie. How big is Terry? What size is Terry?
I think he's just above. I think Steve said
Yeah.
just above average height.
Yeah, so if average male height was like 5'9", Terry would be 5'10", just to be ever
I know,
so
yeah.
slightly above it, but not noticeably so.
Okay. Eddie is 6 foot even. And the idea, especially like the idea of Terry being like a literally self-made person, in the sense that, you know, their shape is like basically custom tailored to exactly what they want. It's probably
Yeah.
something like akin to a normal person's, you know, width, like their actual size, right?
Yeah.
Eddie's a fucking toothpick.
Mm.
Right.
Eddie
Was he like a
is-
Shaggy Rogers looking fucker? Like
Eddie is,
Hollington?
Eddie makes Jack Skellington say, "Dude, eat a burger." He is like he would be swimming in whatever clothes. Well, not only would he be swimming, but they'd be like just a couple inches too short on him. Like any pants that you give him would be high water pants,
So
that are,
baggy
like,
but midriff.
cinched together with a rope, like around, and just
I don't know. I
hanging on
think in
him.
our technology, I was sponsored at some point. I think Tery was sponsored in like brand of clothes that like you click and it adjusts to you, probably. But I
Well,
don't know.
let's do a roll for it, Julia. Roll a d6.
Okay.
Roll
Higher,
forward.
the higher the number on the die, the more loanable your clothes will be. The lower, the less.
Hey, one.
A nat one.
One.
A nat one. You were
Of course.
sponsored. You were sponsored.
We're here for the comedy.
Terry, for that. You were sponsored by a and you know the perfect outfits to bring everyone. You were sponsored by a retro a retro brand of clothing that loves to bring back old genres and eras of clothes. So
Mhm.
Terry, the clothes that you have, which weirdly enough you're able to um drone deliver as is necessary, a nice little, like, your closet of course detaches from your condo and is ferried around by a drone so that if you need any of your wardrobe for these events,
Oh
they
my
can easily
gosh.
be brought to wherever you're at.
Of
Of
course.
course you are a
Of
celebrity.
course.
And so soon the blimp feels like a little rustle, a little bit of a shake as a large walk-in shipping container of a closet
Lord.
comes in, and all of Terry's clothes from the sponsorship are from a brand called we're gonna call it Hot Jeans, which is specializes in 90s and 2000s styles and fashions. And in this case,
Gotcha.
So many layers
give
of
me the
chemicals.
give me actually the each of you the description of your characters in late 90s or in 2000s hot topic chic, because that is the clothing
Oh
that Terry has on
Lord.
hand to loan to people.
Ooh.
So what does your character wear from Hot Topic? So weirdly enough, Eddie, this might actually work for you and your vibe. But
Yeah.
give me your Hot Topic looks of like preem emo new metal Hot Topic era clothing for
Oh no. It's not emo metal hot
or goth if you want to be
not
old
goth.
about it.
Well, it's no. Eddie's is he had what's the name of the it's a very specific brand of pants that they're baggy and they usually have chains and like the bondage
Like
straps
Janko jeans
around.
or whatever?
No,
It's
you're talking
Or
about
are they
The
not
X
Janko
strip,
jeans?
whatever.
they were
Trip,
called
no.
they were called
Trip, yes.
trip pants or suicide pants. Either of those
Yeah,
were the
those
names
are
for
it.
them. Yep.
He is wearing those with they are there except there are elastics around the ankles. So they're kind of like baggy but like sort of cinched.
Yeah,
They're
little
jogger
bit
cinch.
little bit joggered.
Yeah, yeah, that kind of thing. But they still have the bondage straps going like they that sit almost like hanging suspenders.
Yep.
Those straps on him are a neon green,
Yep.
and the pants are black.
Very
Obviously,
hot topic of you. Neon
yeah,
green, bold
Neon
choice.
green. Yep.
yeah. And
What's the top look like?
he has traded out his normally stained white tank top for a black tank top.
Very good.
Wow.
With an indecipherable metal band logo on it.
So aggressively fonted this and over designed this metal band. No one could possibly read the words.
Right.
So many
Oh,
many
gosh.
sharp edges and twirls and twists and thorns on this the metal band thing. What is
Ironically, the name of the band is Indecipherable.
indecipherable? Perfect.
That's perfect. I love that.
What's new? What is our
That's
bird
beautiful.
aliens hot topic attire?
Bird alien.
Gothy hot topic, edgy hot topic attire.
Oh wait,
trying
do
to-
I also?
Yeah.
Although,
You
real
also have to
quick,
think of this.
I would like to share a joke I had earlier, real quick, on this. That's
Of course.
tangentially
Hot Topic?
related. Well, about like metal bands
Yeah.
and
Okay.
and sort of their logos. I I made a video on TikTok earlier about joking about someone potentially seducing a lich in a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
And the joke about what the ramifications of that was. Someone in the comments went in there and mentioned something about lich syphilis. And
Tough disease.
and I
Lichless. Oh Lord.
Lichelous.
and I
Lichless.
said that lich syphilis would be a great name for a metal band or a drag performer, potentially a drag metal band.
Oh, a drag metal band named Lich Syphilis would be dope as shit.
I believe it.
But yeah, what is Nim's hot topic edgy wear? And then think about what Kilo does. And I'm giving you hot topic all the way from like late 90s all the way up until 2010. So anything on the goth to emo spectrum. So you can do like the spiky looks. You can do like the kind of like the cyberpunk kind of inspired stuff. You could do
I'll
all that.
describe it, and you can tell me if I'm in the wrong era. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you can be whatever.
I had a friend during that era of life who had a very specific skirt that I remember to this day, where half of it was like a mini skirt, but that kind of had like some flow to it. Half of it was straight black, and the other half was red and black check.
Yeah.
And that screamed the era to me so
Yep,
strongly. Like
that
when I
is
think of that era of Hot Topic, I think of that damn skirt.
If you would like to level it up a little bit, you could make the black half of it latex.
It probably was.
Okay, so
Either that or like faux leather or something that's gonna,
Yeah.
get scuffed up after 2 wears because it is Hot Topic.
yeah, it's not trying to charge you.
No,
So
100%.
you've
It
got
definitely
the.
has like
Oh, go on,
What?
Nim. Go on.
that's also paired with like one of those like overly like wide belts.
Yeah, of course.
Overly wide black belts have like the big old
I was gonna do that too.
ring holes because it was the time.
Oh wait, no wait. Yeah, good.
Rivets.
And then because she has feathers and everything, she doesn't tend to wear a lot of sleeves just because that putting sleeves up feathers is not
Yeah.
necessarily a comfy suggestion. So it's definitely tank top, black, and it's gonna have like, let's say like kind of a pentagrammy looking star that just has like that kind of just drips.
Yeah,
has, like,
the
the drip
dripping
look.
pentagram. Yep, classic shirt.
Is the energy. Yeah.
Y'all know what you're
Wow.
doing. I don't know.
Okay. Does Tery dress like this, or does Tery
Oh,
just
yeah.
acknowledge that you've given that? And Juliet, feel free to describe what is Terry's like goth to emo phase hot topic attire.
I think it was like I think Terry is one of those guys who doesn't choose his own clothes.
Yeah.
It's just someone chooses for him. So Alexander has like some made like looks
Mhm.
already.
Oh, pre-made
Yeah,
outfits.
pre-made.
There's
Yeah.
mannequins that are
Um,
exactly shaped like Terry that already have the outfits
Yeah.
exactly as
That's
they should
so
be laid out.
creepy.
And then I think he has like one of those jeans who are like that are like a little baggy and has like a dirt color, not very blue, like
Yeah,
more
like a
dirt
brown.
to gray.
Yeah, dirt to
Yeah.
gray.
A big like pair like boots that go near the knees.
Oh, like the tall boots.
And yeah, and the belt can be like with spikes, and then
Love
like
that.
a choker with spikes, and then
Everybody has to have a
like
choker. Everybody has to have a
yeah,
choker.
and he can have
and
like
rings.
a leather
Rings in his
vest
choker.
with like a cropped skull like shirt, like
Yeah.
like those shirts that like have a skull and then here
Oh my
goes
God,
to
I
your
know what I'm
head.
doing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
and then he can wear those, what is it called? It's a kind of sock that is all like full of holes. No?
Like fishnets?
Yeah, like it's a sock for
Or-
the feet when people used to wear
It's
it.
like a stocking.
Oh, like
Yeah.
stockings, but on your arms,
Yeah,
like sleeves.
people
Yeah.
used to wear
Yep,
like goth
yep.
people used to
Yep,
wear
Yep,
this.
yep.
you're
yep.
100% correct.
And then he can do like a bucket hat to like be a little. No one will recognize me with those like very,
Right.
very Backstreet Boys. I don't know, like not NSYNC glasses that are like red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This like
Yeah.
size in red, and under the bucket hat, he's gonna upload a hair like a spiky hair.
Yeah.
You know those.
Is it like
there-
bleach tipped spiked hair?
Yes, yes.
Hell yeah.
There is one more
Very young
detail I would like to
character.
add to my outfit
Yes,
because
what's
it's
the
something
vibe?
that I completely forgot about until like halfway through this conversation.
Everyone needs a
He's
choker.
wearing a long-sleeved mesh top underneath
No,
the.
that
As
was
you
mine.
do.
That
Wanna
was
do
You
that?
mine.
can
You
do
just
it
took it from
too.
me.
Yeah, let
Everyone
Kilo,
can
let
do
Kilo
it.
be the mesh
No,
top boy.
no,
It's yours. It's yours.
no.
No,
I throw it away.
we've done it. We've done it. So Kilo mesh top apparently.
Kilo.
Yeah. Well, no.
Mesh
Okay.
up.
So he's
You gotta
got
mesh those
some.
muscles.
He's
Mesh
got
the
some
muscles.
chunky combat boots,
Hell yeah.
skinny jeans with like tears in them that are stitched together with like safety pins.
Yeah,
Energy.
Because the safety pins was right. Tell me if I'm wrong though.
yeah.
Also has a thick belt, but it instead of spikes, it's like colored studs along the way. It's just
Yeah.
covered in
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Those
about,
little
right?
like pyramid studs.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
And
It's
they're
like a weird
they're like
bedazzling. Yeah.
they're like an emerald green kind of.
Okay.
Is wearing a mesh shirt. On top of that is a like a jean vest with like a detachable hood, and it's like covered in patches and stuff.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
cut
yeah.
off sleeves and stuff, so it's like
Perfect.
frayed edges.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what
This
else?
is so good.
What else does he have to have a choker? Because
Accessories.
Abby said we all have to have
Everyone
chokers.
has to have a
should-
choker.
We
Either
are
that, or
basically
you have to
insane.
have the thick like band wrist, like thick band bracelets.
So like
You know what I'm
these
talking
ones,
about?
right?
Brand bracelets, yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Like those thick
Yes, I do.
bands of bracelets.
Yeah.
It has to be either that or a choker or like Hello rings.
Some sort of
And he has
accessory.
Yeah.
he has like those like his like
You know,
does
hell
he
of
have
it.
ears? I'm trying to think
No,
if
Does he have
ears.
ears?
If this is the vibe, I'm just cosplaying.
No.
It's holes,
Yeah.
no?
Not
Do it,
normal
bro.
ears.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just
You have
holes.
Isn't
you
it?
could
Yeah.
have piercings though that
He has a
looped.
beanie.
He has a
He
beanie.
has a
Oh.
beanie. And his horns are sticking out of the back of the beanie.
Oh, perfect. We're
Hot.
we're
Let's
living
go.
we're living my youth now. And Kelly, that is absolutely within the time period. That is a nice mix of
Yes.
like the
Putting
kind of
the hot and hot
2000
topic.
the
Let's go.
2001 sort of like goth to new metal vibe with just a little bit of the more a few years later skinny jean structure to it. So it's perfectly fine.
I
Fits the
lived
vibe
this
so well.
time. I remember it.
Yeah.
I hope you realize I'm
Just
gonna have
where
to
it's
wear
going.
this every time I play Eddie now, right? It's
Clearly. But
Honestly,
so,
it gives a
I'll
lot of Eddie
also-
vibes. It's kind
Okay.
of
Yeah.
perfect, you know?
I'll also bring pepper spray.
pepper, of course, pepper spray.
Just in one of your giant pockets.
So all of you are dressed to the
Just
Dress to the 90s. Go ahead,
dressed
say
to
it.
the
Dress
90s.
to the
Yeah,
90s.
that's what I was
Dressed to
getting
the
to.
90s.
Dressed to the 90s. All
He
of
was
you,
like, is this really necessary?
all of you are dressed
It
to the
looks
90s.
so
You have-
great.
You have to mesh the muscles. Mesh the
cold.
muscles.
Everyone, even though you didn't apply it, looks like you have eyeliner on. Everyone just
The
looks
outfit
like you have.
gives you the
It just-
eyeliner
it just
whether you want it
happens.
on or not.
So we end up in the bathroom looking in the mirror. Where the fuck did that come from?
Why is it already smeared?
It
Yeah.
comes with the look.
And the
guys.
look, and as you find out,
Gotta move
knowing
all the long feathers over to one side.
knowing where you are, knowing this process, because Tery has done appearances before, knowing this process, there's a nice little like text code T9 process where Tery texts a certain service number to deliver him to his location. So a vehicle, like a little just kind of generic kind of autopod comes up to the blimp to have all of you sit in it. Because cars no longer require drivers, there are many cars where they are just basically set up like booths, where there's just 2 bench seats and then like a little table in between, and you just kind of step in and everything and get yourselves ready. Izzy, I'm gonna say that Izzy goes, And I'll confirm with this with glitch. I'm gonna say that Izzy goes full cyber goth raver, and so Izzy Izzy's got Jeanco style pants, so like just huge goddamn pants, just massive cuffs, like the you can't see their feet. And then they've got nothing but like glow UV stuff. They're not wearing a shirt at all. They've got nothing but glow UV bands around, like from wrist to elbow on each side. 20 necklaces, and then they've got these nice little like attachable for scales cyber dreads in their head. So they've got that, and then they've got the eyeliner, but their whole face has like UV reactive makeup, and they're like, "Let's go!"
Lord.
And prop themselves on top of the vehicle, as they always ride on top rather than inside.
Yes.
You all get taken to Broad Street. Broad Street's district it's evening time. It's lit up. You can walk the streets with different like fun drinks and everything, but you're going to a grand opening of Lasers and Feelings. When I describe the front of this, it's done almost like a Hollywood premiere. There are like people lined up behind velvet line ropes and cars sort of pulling up to enter and like walk the red carpet. There are reporters with interview microphones on the outside as people walk in. The place isn't posh. To be clear, it's not really meant to be posh, but they're doing a big spectacle for the opening to kind of rise above the noise of Velas's crowded entertainment scene. And so the place isn't posh. The outside of the place is basically all black, with the exception of evenly distributed vertical neon blue columns of light that are done in a very like 1980s kind of style, and the light kind of undulates across them in waves, and they go waves both horizontally and up and down vertically, almost like a lit up fountain display, but just with lighting. And the entry has there, Tery, you step out confidently. There is security here to keep the onlookers back, but there's a crowd of maybe a couple thousand people sort of like gathered around the outside, extending out into either direction as famous people from Velas are let off, and your autopod pulls out. Tery, do you get out first, or do you allow your entourage to get out first?
Oh no, I get out last.
You get out last. So the entourage gets out first.
Kilo, you go first. You're gonna look like bodyguard.
What? Oh.
You gotta get out there and set the stage.
Yeah. Looky-loos. Kilo, I don't think this is your scene.
It's not.
It's really not.
Can I just say one more thing about my outfit though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm unintentionally, well, no, I am very intentionally imposing some respectable hoochie behavior on this fictional man that I've made. I would like to just clarify that these are, first of all, obviously he's all cheeked up because these are skinny jeans.
Yeah.
But they are low-rise jeans to the point where like there's like the hip,
the hip thing.
Do we get a little bit of the V? Do we get a little bit of the V?
A pinch.
I think you gotta get the full V in there.
Yeah.
A pinch.
A pinch of V, just peeking out the top of them low rise. Truly, Kilo.
Oh, wow.
I need you.
I can't have these feelings about a married man. You need to calm down.
Kilo comes out looking like every 2000s live journal addicted young person's dream that's attracted to that level of masculinity.
What is it? Scott Weiland in that Velvet Revolver video.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. I'm the moment you're like, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna do some hoochie thing. My brain is like, there's gonna be a little bit of the V showing, because of course Kilo has the V, the vicious V. So all of you managed to make it out. There's flashbulbs for some reason. This is the modern era. You don't need them, but whatever. There's flashbulbs for the vibe. Flashbulbs. There's people like calling to Tery to try and get him to interview them for their little BuzzFeedy type bullshit things and everything. Does Tery usually stop and talk to people, or does he mostly just ignore things? And
Of course he does. He's so lonely.
yeah, so Tery, you all take a solid hour from the, I'm gonna say 50 feet from the edge of the car to the entrance as Tery does what you assume is sort of like press things. It's solid crowd work. I need all of you to roll we're gonna say what is it? I don't have your character sheets in front of me because I got all distracted with doing this really goofy thing. So I just need the term.
You're all distracted by the hoochie behavior.
The hoochie behavior.
I was distracted by the V.
Fortunately, it was so easy for me to go back to your character
Suddenly
sheets.
becomes everybody's
on
favorite
Demiplane.
Oh golly.
If you need someone that's quick out of the gate, Demiplane's gonna bring that speed right to your doorstep.
Demiplane is focused.
Oh, I can't do it. My voice isn't saucy enough this week to do this.
You may not be saucy enough, but you're bringing the smoke.
You are bringing the smoke. Listen, Demiplane is just here to take care of you. Demiplane has already sent over soup and heated blankets to the Kellhops house because Demiplane cares about you as a person, a whole person.
I knew they did.
Anyway,
So thoughtful.
I knew it in my
every week they send me like some like drinks.
That's so
keep
thoughtful.
me awake
with little handwritten notes that said "thinking of you," which is wild.
They're so prepared, and they're helping you be more prepared. They're making you a better person and a better player.
It's the personal touch.
Yeah,
it's the personal touch that makes it.
And they sent a hug.
Demiplane.
They sent me a hug this week.
And they sent you a hug this week. They knew what you needed, and they brought it to your door. Demiplane, in no way officially sponsoring this actual play, but yet
one day.
So
once
the
compilation hits, it's all over. I got it.
I'm gonna have all of you roll. I would like Nim and Eddie to roll survey rolls. I would like Kilo to roll a focus roll, and I would like Tery to roll a sway roll.
I would like to point out real quick that as soon as the car pulls up, Eddie realizes he has made a terrible mistake. This is his nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. Yeah.
This is like what the what? No. This is I would no.
No, I haven't.
So survey, you said.
Survey for Eddie and Nim. Focus for Kilo and sway for Tery.
4. Got a 6.
4, 2, and a 5. Eddie,
I got a 2.
Eddie, you are overwhelmed by this scene.
No, I got a 6.
Really mild shock.
Yeah, you got a 6. But
you're actually
Kilo
looking anywhere else.
Eddie, you are overwhelmed by this scene. It is a lot, and it is not your scene at all. And it is absolutely good that you pre-medicated for this event, because without it, it would be overwhelming. Because it was not a 1, though. It is not overwhelming. Tery, you do the interviews.
You're on the edge.
Your brain is a little distracted by personal matters, so you may not necessarily recognize it, but you're not on peak Tery Bite game. You're on like 80% Tery Bite game. Still good, still polished, still perfect, but you're doing a lot of canned answers, a lot of repeated answers, and everything.
Just the glued on smile.
Nim.
They're gonna post on Twitter and be like, "What's happening to Tery?"
Tery slipping? Question mark.
Well,
I hate that you could already picture the tabloids.
Yeah,
it's already the haters.
Nim, with a 5 in survey, you catch in the crowd, almost completely, like hard to keep your eyes on, almost completely there with another person you've never seen before is Agent Phil Landry.
Freaking Phil Landry.
Agent Phil Landry
They're
with
here.
they're in the regular like standing by kind of watching crowd, and they've got their arm around someone that's probably about half their height, kind of squat and
Ooh.
squarely built, an alien of some type you can't quite place it, or alien of some type you can't quite place it. It's clearly someone that they're either extremely close friends with or definitely more than friends with.
Mhm.
Well,
Definitely
Andrew, you
more
dog.
than friends with that. And Philandry's kind of got them, kind of got their like hand on their opposite shoulder as the what are they called? The little like not cephalopods.
Polyps?
They're pod extensions that you would describe on like say like
Pseudopods.
Pseudopods, that's the word. I was looking
Pseudopods.
for the front end of the word. Pseudopods, and you see no less than like 4 pseudopods just sort of like lightly and casually, affectionately brushing Philandry's back, coming off of this little like squat alien thing. And you immediately go, yeah, that tracks with the vibe.
Hmm.
Kilo.
Yeah.
Focus. Nat 6. Perfect.
Focused.
Focus and focused intent.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Kilo, you notice very discomfortingly, this is as much out there as you've ever put yourself, maybe in your life, just simply by the aesthetic that you're in, because you're dressed in very strange clothing. You're at a big celebrity event, apparently, and everything. So a celebrity event. Kilo, you notice that other people are noticing you for the first time in years. And when I say noticing you, I mean not noticing, hey, that's a big dude that's doing that. It's
a big V.
It's Kilo for the first time in years noticing that other people are looking at them like the piece of meat they are currently dressed as. And you don't have to explain the feelings if you don't want to. I'm going to let you live with that. You're welcome to explain Kilo's reaction off the top, or you can internalize it. You're not showing it, whatever it is, because you're locked in. But if you want to, you can explain, how does Kilo feel about the first time, knowing full well that you only just recently finally had confirmation that your wife, that your husband and child were alive.
Yeah.
And now and it's been years, but now there's people horned up for you that you're also noticing for the first time. How does that make Kilo feel?
So funny.
I think he's not prepared for that kind of reaction. And like that scene in every movie where somebody answers the door when they're not quite ready and they're like hastily trying to cover themselves up with a robe or something. Like, I think like he kind of takes, like, instinctually takes his jean vest and he's like, okay.
Gotta hide the titties.
like he straightens up a little bit, and I think it's very much okay, I need to, I don't look professional. I need to remind them that I'm a professional. So he tries to do like little things, like if he's slouching and all, like he fixes his posture and he's covering up a little bit and he's just like moving with caution. He's suddenly very aware of his body in a way that he has not been aware of it in a very long time.
You're also going to Twitter. They're gonna be like, Tery's
Oh, no.
bodyguard. He's
Yeah.
so hot.
I need you to
happens
know
all
that
the time.
canonically,
There's going to be
Canonically.
a blog that just says
Oh,
Tery's
no,
bodyguard,
canonically.
smash or pass.
Yeah,
Everybody says smash.
Smash.
new Dom Daddy
Smash
in
or
Terry's
smash?
life.
You say new Dom Daddy?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yes, I did. A new Dom Daddy in Terry's life.
Oh,
I need you to know
Wow.
that
Terry turning into a
canonically.
baby bite? Who knows?
I need you to know that canonically now, after this event
Okay.
happens, once we catch up to this moment in time, there will be articles
stuff.
about the mysterious new bodyguard that's a hottie around Terry Bite.
More like a hottie guard.
a hottie guard.
Oh, no.
Hashtag hottie guard.
No. Does Terry notice
Are you
people
proud of
looking
yourself,
at
Will?
Kilo?
Oh,
Yeah, I'd say
always.
I'd say Terry notices the reception of the audience, that there are people that are like very obviously very attracted immediately to Kilo. How does
Okay,
Terry
As
feel about
everybody
that?
else is.
He's probably like, right?
Yeah,
Right,
look at how
right,
hot my guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
So
at
Terry's
that.
only playing it
Gotta
up,
hype it up.
only making
Yeah.
it worse. Perfect
I'm making
Terry.
it worse. Yeah.
Perfect Terry energy.
Yes.
All of you
Yes.
make your way
Am I right?
into lasers and
Am I right?
feelings to describe this place as a. It's not it isn't an old arcade, right? Because it hasn't been around. It's brand new, but it evinces the dark blacklight UV, like late 80s early 90s aesthetic of things. There's dancing machines. Weirdly enough, Terry, this is exactly the kind of place you should be at a Premiere Ave, because everything in here is retro insofar as exactly
Like me.
your game design. You're retro, so all of it is like, oh, there's like a DDR machine over there, but like the monitor and to follow the steps is holographic. But otherwise, it's physical pads that light up. So you step up, and it's like, oh, there's all these like old arcade games, but everything's just sort of a little projected, a little bit
Modern.
little bit modernized and everything. But the neon, the UV, the energy, music is playing. It's in step with the music that matches the aesthetic you are dressed in. So it's all very, very like heavy, loud music that's also been kind of modified to be a little bit house dancey, so that it can kind of fall into the background. So it isn't like new metal, or it isn't like emo screamo-y music where there's big
Got more
lyrics
high
and
energy.
everything like that, but it has the instrumentation of that kind of blended with like synth, dance things, and occasionally it transitions into more goth club, sort of like goth clubby kind of darker things. But everything's there. There's people walking around with drinks that isn't going to be part of the normal services there. There's things like skee ball. There's things like whack-a-mole. People are receiving
love
physical
skee-ball.
tickets
I
from
love
machines to
skee-ball.
redeem at a prize counter. Like this could not be more
This
of
sounds
like
amazing.
Honestly.
and
I
it
wanna
is.
go
It's
there.
lasers and feelings, Funplex, and they have
Great.
like almost a Planet Hollywood style
They
bacon
have
into
air
their
hockey.
walls. They do have air hockey. They have Planet
good.
Hollywood
Love that
style
shit.
baked into the walls, being that there's like little display things of science fiction through the ages. And that's when you begin noticing
Oh.
that lots of people are dressed as different like science fiction tropes, which is very funny to be in the future so far afield like
Right.
that. So there's but like all of it's so far back that there's like deep misunderstandings. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna need each of you to roll a d6, not a stat. I'm gonna need each of you to roll a d6, and give me
Just
your
straight.
numbers, just straight.
I need a drink.
I got a 5.
I got a
Four.
5 as well.
4 and a 3. Okay. I would like, Will, please name me one science fiction property that you personally are a fan of.
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Okay, and Julia, please name me one science fiction property that you are a fan of.
Fuck. I'm not a true nerd.
How dare you?
You're
Be
welcome.
gone from this
You're welcome to
sacred
go as
place.
niche as you want to, Julia. I know one sci-fi property you're a fan of.
Oh my god! Is any of my friends on the stream to help me?
I know one. I know. I know one that you're a fan of.
Doctor Who,
What?
Firefly. Would
Wait.
you want me to
Starstruck?
start naming stuff?
Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah, Starstruck.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Hiki,
good
what
one.
am I a fan
Yeah.
of sci-fi? Do you know?
Mhm.
Okay, my friend is on chat.
Uh,
If not, it
well,
can
that's
be
coming
Starstruck.
in. Abby, name me a science fiction property that you are a fan of. You, Abby.
I think it would count. Will got me hooked on Dirk Gently.
Dirk
I think
Gently.
that's
Okay.
sci-fi. I love that shit. I'm about to
Yeah.
reread it again because it was so good.
Dirk Gently.
I'm about to re-listen to that shit. It's so good.
And then Kelly, sci-fi property that you are a fan of.
Why did you say it like you weren't sure if you were gonna give me a turn?
I was
Like,
going to give you a turn.
maybe.
Yeah, maybe Kelly.
It's fun to play with your emotions.
Yeah, that's typical.
It makes
Steve.
you stronger.
I'm watching it for the first time. The X-Files.
Energy.
The X-Files. Very nice. Okay.
I'm really enjoying it so far.
Megan's favorite show.
Okay.
Yes.
Lazy Town doesn't count as sci-fi.
Lazy Town does not
doesn't?
count as sci-fi. I don't think.
Lazy.
Maybe.
Which is so kilo coded, actually. Like the whole
Lazy
mystery
Town?
thing that fits. No, X-Files.
X-Files.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yes.
Lazy
Yeah.
Town. You know
I
what?
was like,
No.
what
No.
about
Lazy
Lazy
Town
Town?
is gonna count as sci-fi. We're gonna do Lazy Town.
Why not?
And so Lazy Town
That's
is
just history
happening.
misremembering that Lazy Town isn't sci-fi.
Okay. Will, what was your sci-fi property again that you wanted to pull in?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
MST3K and Lazy Town, and then we also have Dirk Gently and X-Files. Dirk Gently, just to clarify, Dirk Gently British or Dirk Gently American?
Let's go British for this one.
Okay, Dirk Gently British. Dirk Gently just want to make sure that I'm doing the right characters. Okay, so so you all see some of these things on the walls for MST3K, which it is called MST3K, but there's like a little girl with pink hair surrounded by mannequinized looking humanoid robots. And they seem to review different kids' movies and make fun of them but with dated references. And you see this sort of almost like animatronic kind of looping playthrough of what this future thinks Mystery Science Theater 3000 was. And the little girl's character's name is just Lazy Town. They're like, oh, Lazy Town.
The character Lazy Town from Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
Oh, Lazy Town. You're so funny.
We are number one.
And then for X-Files, you see basically what we would know to be Mulder and Scully, but they're in shabby little outfits and they run a private investigation in a private investigation industry, and they've printed out their own badges to try and trick people to believe that they're more official. Believe that they're more official, and one of them believes in ghosts, and the other one is an extreme doubter of ghosts, but definitely believes in aliens. And the one that believes in aliens, who will go with in this version of the universe, is called Skulldug, because they were like, oh, Skulldug, because British skullduggery, of course. So Scully must be short for Skulldug.
Sounds about right.
Skulldug is called the Prophet Skulldug in the modern era, because he believed in they believed in aliens. Weirdly enough, one of them looks like a feminine version of Gillian Anderson, and one of them looks like a masculine version of Gillian Anderson. They've fully eliminated David Duchovny. No shade on him. It's just two Gillian Andersons. One that's a prophet. They say that they're twins. They're not twins. They're lying.
They say they're twins.
They're not twins. They're lying. So that's kind of the level. Lots of like merged, and over time, you can see there's just literally a Captain Picard, but he's in a Jedi robe, and behind him is a Stargate. Like, it doesn't make any. It's exactly like those memes from years ago where they were just
You're a Jedi, Harry.
You're a Jedi, Harry. Yeah. Jedi Harry, Professor X.
I accidentally pictured like Doctor Who, but just the entire cast is Ewoks.
Doctor
Like,
Who.
it's all
I
just
would
time
watch
traveling.
that shit. That sounds hilarious.
It sounds so good.
No.
I would watch
Sci-fi.
that.
It's not Doctor Who. It's Professor Spacetime.
It's Professor
That's correct.
Spacetime. There you go. Professor Spacetime.
Is X-Men
Ewoks.
sci-fi?
I would say X-Men is science fiction enough. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I would say that
I could expect
superheroes
that. The science is
superheroes
fictional,
are
so-
pretty sci-fi.
They
Listen,
dance a line.
in the
yeah.
X-Men universe, in Marvel in general, but in the X-Men universe, the Chitauri plotline is significant. That's fucking aliens. That is sci-fi. That's what it is. They have
Aliens.
giant robots. It's sci-fi.
Aliens.
Much like hey, if Family Matters is a science fiction sitcom about cloning and robot android copies of one of its main characters and teleporter pads, I don't see why X-Men can't be sci-fi. But
Isn't Jurassic Park considered
yeah,
sci-fi?
that would be
Oh,
science
sure.
fiction.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It doesn't have to be
literally
in the future to be sci-fi.
The science is fictional. That's all that has to be.
Thank you. I'm learning so much.
Yeah. But nonetheless, all of you see these things. All of you get handed drinks and hors d'oeuvres. Kilo, give me a sway roll, and if you and regardless of what your stat is, I want you to roll 2d6 and take the higher one, because this is not sway in the sort of charisma sense.
So,
Okay.
I would like to say real quick, there's an RPG for that. The idea of that sort of, butchering of anachronistic butchering of history. It's called Diana Warrior Princess.
Oh, very cool.
It's basically, imagine a future time where they are writing a historical documentary about our time, but they like got some really important details wrong. So like Princess Diana, Princess of Wales, is a warrior princess.
Yeah.
And it's
mixed up with Wonder Woman.
mixed up with Xena, warrior princess. It's
Xena,
basically
Warrior Princess.
Yeah.
imagine it with
Lucy
like
Lawless, OG.
like screwing up the notion of like, oh yeah, the warrior princess, yeah, like very popular princess, yeah, those got to be the same thing. Diana, Xena, same thing.
Yeah,
But I believe
I haven't actually played it, but it's a very funny book.
I believe Kilo got a 4, correct?
I got a 4, yes.
So Kilo, you do a fair enough job of intimidating people, but not with your normal prowess of being a 7-foot tall, 4-armed, big man. But people just are too attracted to Kilo to approach, and they get distracted by it.
they're too nervous.
Terry,
They're too nervous and fumbling. Can't make eye contact.
your
Too
fans
attractive.
are being
Too hot,
respectful
too
in
handle.
their category. They're
You're showing
walking
so
up to
bright.
have you sign some things. They're like, "We love you, Terry," but like they're
I'm
not
unclean,
engaging.
no.
There's other celebrities here. It's very clear that this is
beautiful.
not just a crowd of normal population. This is a crowd of invited guests and their friends. So people like get a quick picture or something like that, but they don't like mob you inside.
I am keeping them talking to me, right?
Yeah.
People are like, okay, and I'm like,
all
no,
right, we
stay.
can go. No, you can hang out. Let's order.
Yeah,
Let's order some bottle service at this arcade. At this
Bottle
Funplex.
service.
Do you want a beer?
Yeah.
You like jazz?
You like
Okay.
jazz?
There are so
Who's here,
many
grown man
classic
naked?
Funplex games here. There is air hockey. There is There is skee ball. There are ticket machines where you try to push the button with the light that goes around in the circle, and you want it to get it in exactly the right space for maximum tickets and everything like that. There are classic arcade games. There are basketball hoop machines. There's a section with bumper cars. There's like a 9-hole mini golf course that has a bunch of like fun paper mache crafted UV painted like pirates from
so it's
the
like glow golf.
yeah, it's like glow golf. Future glow golf, but it's not even future. It's very physical. As part of the retro vibe.
Is there digital board games?
There are
lose the purpose of board games.
Holographic projected board games in the style of like Star Wars chess, where like there's just little holograms that you move around and everything. So there's like hologram. There's hologram classics. There's hologram Catan. There's hologram. You know, kind of. It's a library of games that you can all play and everything. And people are just like having a good time at the party. I need each of you to pick a event that you want you individually or your group to participate. There is no role for this, but I will tell you that I, based off of your event, will be building encounters in future games related to this event. So if you pick something like skee ball, there will be an encounter. Eventually, there will be some sort of challenge or something. Eventually, and not eventually like long time, like eventually in the near-ish series of that is centered around the mechanics of and the vibe of skee ball. So this is where you get to affect the campaign in a significant way and the world, because then I have to justify why all of that shit exists. So if you're thinking in terms of like carnival games, arcade games, classic home games, whatever you want to put forward, that, and feel free to troll me with stuff, or feel free to do something that you personally would like. What kind of game would you gravitate to individually in character, or out of character, and what and would you have the group play it, or would you wander off to play it yourself?
And it's going to possibly affect the future. Well, not possibly, but it will.
It will definitely affect weird. Again, I'll recap it for Kelly here in a moment.
Go ahead. Oh,
Julia.
I don't know why or how, but I think Tery goes straight to the chess championship with like 5 beers.
Okay.
5 beers and a chess championship.
Because he's gonna be stuck there.
Is it two-dimensional?
Is
it 2-dimensional chess or is it 3-dimensional chess?
How big is this chess set?
I think I don't know. I think he goes to the
through time.
He goes to the most like fancy one, the one that sounds like more that brings more attention. Possibly.
Okay. So I will set that up. Kelly, as
Tery refuses to be outdone by Kilo.
Tery, Kelly, what's happening here? Carnival game, Funplex, arcade, board. I
already know what I'm doing.
Game, all of it. Just pick a thing, and what I'm going to do is, based off of your choice here, I will develop the challenge or encounter concept around that in the near future of this campaign. So you are defining what some of the like logical influences of what the challenges I am putting in front of your characters are, based off of it. If you've already got one in the hopper,
I do.
Kel Hop. If Kel Hop is ready to hop, hop off.
I'm ready. It's the punching bag that lets you know how hard you've hit it. You know, the one where you hit and it gets stuck.
Yeah.
It's that.
So Kilo goes to that.
Yeah.
Kilo.
How many pounds
gets
of force
hotter and hotter.
Yeah, Kilo gets so hot in this thing. People are. There are already subreddits fully dedicated.
Oh no!
There are. What is it? What's the fanfic page? 09, A9, A09, I09,
AO3.
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 AO3. There is AO3 stories being written about this mysterious hunk of a man as he goes and broodingly punches the punch machine very effectively. Does Kilo encourage anyone to come with him as the group, or do you kind of just... Obviously, you're going to kind of orbit Tery because you're security, but like, do you encourage anyone to participate in the punching thing?
Oh, you know what? Because it would be a fun little competition. Probably Izzy.
Yeah.
Because Izzy's an athlete
Izzy's
too.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
At first, Izzy immediately does like a capoeira style, like spin kick to it to do the thing. And you're like, no, it has to be punching. Like that's cool. Yeah, like that. It's good that
what
you
you're doing
did
is
that. What you're doing is awesome, but like for the challenge, for the like scoring.
There's a rule.
Yes.
Eddie,
Put that down.
what does Eddie gravitate towards?
Eat ground.
Eddie, so because we're diving into the old school, do you remember the game Top Skater?
Top Skater. I will when I visually see it.
It was an arcade game it was a skating game. And you controlled it by standing on this like mock skateboard, and like just by doing like basically jumping with it. And that is the kind of thing that when Eddie Eddie is trying to, once again, Eddie's a little overwhelmed with everything that's going on right now. As soon as Eddie sees that, he's like, no, this is where I'm camping out for the night.
It's just going to utilize, take over this machine and just focus in.
Yep, nope, this one's mine. I will be here for the evening. If anyone needs me, they'll see me.
It blasts immediately.
You know where to find.
Immediately blasts the song when you start up playing it. You start hearing horns when it blasts up, and it's like you suddenly hear, "Here I am, getting older all the time, getting older all the time, feeling younger in my mind."
Because if there's one song that survives the apocalypse, it's going to be Goldfinger's Superman.
Superman. Many songs have survived the apocalypse. Thankfully, this deep into the future. So you're on a classic, and you look like you belong on it. The trip pants, like you were made to play this game, Eddie. And
I would like to point out, it starts with the drums. Thank you, that awesome drum riff.
And then finally, Nim, what is your game? What is your game of choice? Your game de plume, if you will.
What's your game of choice?
I think initially
Spagliato. With
Prosecco in it. I think at first she's definitely just wandering around, like seeing where everybody's going, and like, I don't know how to play that. That would hurt me. And I think she would eventually spot a claw machine, see a specific stuffy in there, and go, I fucking want
That's
that.
where Kelly goes. That's where I go in the establishment.
So you go to a claw machine to get yourself some excellent little plushies.
100%. She's just walking by, sees a cute little stuffy face, and goes, "That's mine.
I can get that.
I'm gonna put that in my chair, and it's
the
going
most
to be
aggressive one."
That
more
will be
than
my
anybody.
Squishy, and that will be mine, and that will be my squishy.
Yeah.
I gotta have it.
All right.
She's never felt desire like this, except for that plush
Pick
right
your
there.
skill.
Eat it.
Pick your skill for your game, and roll dice on it. Pick your skill for your game and roll dice on it. You've all picked games. You know what skills matter for what games. You can pitch me a skill if you want to, but roll your dice on it. No burning of drives or anything like that.
I was gonna ask.
Just base stats. Roll your dice.
No drives for silly little games.
Could it be focus or tests?
You could do focus. You could do survey. You could do sway if you're trying to trip them up by talking to them.
I think focus is
yeah.
nice because it's inspect, analyze, and remember.
I think that's the
Okay.
best version for chess,
makes
but
sense.
like, so if you want to go focus, that's 100% fine. It's
Yeah, I
player's
also have
choice.
advantage, so
Yeah.
cool.
I got a 5. Is no perfect.
All right. I'm gonna
6.
But it's okay.
6.
Well, you are
Ooh.
you're very aware of your body, so it's gotta
Yes,
be.
I am.
It
Yeah.
takes a little bit off
I'm
the brain
not.
of like.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like if I'm going like full punch, are people going to be noticing my caked up ass
Don't
while
look.
I'm like full in?
It's so hard for Kalo. Everything he does is so hard. He has to like take
Say,
it
if I
back.
punch
I
this,
feel
if I
like
punch this with my whole strength, is someone gonna be thinking about like bouncing a dime off my butt? Like, what am I gonna do?
Okay.
Probably.
are these
Yeah.
So 5
are
and a
these
Answer is
pants
yes.
going to rip?
Everyone is hoping so. I'm joking.
There it is.
I'm not.
5 and a 6.
Everyone is hoping so.
Kelly, what did you roll specifically for punching in? Strike. Could
Strike.
you roll 2d6
That
again
makes sense.
for me and tell me what that number
Again?
is? This is what Izzy is getting in this strike competition.
Okay.
That's why they're
Is he got
competing.
4?
Okay.
How
Close.
convenient. I'm kidding.
But yeah.
I
Never
can show
one
you.
time in Kelly's entire history of
Wait.
dice rolling have they fudged a die, and it is to protect the Kilo's
It's
ego.
here now.
In the most
Oh my
important
god,
time.
he got a 1!
Yeah, he
That's
got
Oh,
one.
he got
He
it.
accidentally punched himself in
So
the dick,
he-
and he's crying and throwing up. Wild.
Oh my
He's
god,
actually
I'm
crying
so
blood, and we don't know how that
sorry,
happened.
Izzy. I guess he isn't good enough.
Don't say that.
Oh, it's so
Don't say
so
that.
wild that
It was a
that
bit.
Julia, why are you so like
Izzy
you're just
punches
throwing out
the thing.
shade?
Izzy
like
punches
a
the
fucking
thing.
tree.
in
You
such
know
a way
why
that
I
it
said
hits him
why
in the
I'm
face.
nervous today.
You're doing so good.
Eddie, what did you get?
Oh my gosh, Julia, you're
Oh,
so freaking funny.
Hold on.
My God.
I got a 6.
6 for Eddie, 6 for Tery, 5 and winning the close, but definitely won by Kilo. How hard can you punch?
I didn't
And-
realize there would be an uproar.
and then what did you get?
Slightly stronger than Easy just to win.
What did you get, Nim?
Just enough. Just enough. Just enough.
Just enough.
Just enough.
What did you get for your
Just
claw machine?
Enough. Just good
I
enough.
did get a 5. I
5
rolled
for-
control because I figured that hand-eye
I think-
coordination.
I think that's
finesse
right.
makes
I think
sense.
that's right.
I think it felt right.
Yeah. So, all of you successfully do your game. None of you got below a 5 minus Izzy, who is currently throwing up and crying on the ground because he punched himself in his own cry. That's not what happened.
He did good. He got a 4.
He got a 4. A 4.
His tears are just like neon glowing down his face.
A 4. He spends a good portion of the next several minutes trying to. He's not competitive with Kilo, weirdly enough. He then does his just does his like rolling kick again, sees what that number
his kick would have done harder than me.
and sees what that number is, and then he spends
Exactly.
the rest of the while trying to improve his punching form to get that number closer to his own kick, because he's like, I should be able to punch as hard
If
as
it were
I
a
can kick.
kicking game,
He
if
would
it
have
were a
won.
kicking game, he would have beaten me.
He only has
Yes.
2 arms.
Right.
You have 4. You had more arms to choose from for the strongest
Yeah,
punch arm.
That's true.
This isn't even the arm I masturbate with. That is not a Kilo statement.
Yeah, Abby's face.
I was gonna say, would Kilo would that mean if you're a boxer
These
and
are-
you're that? Would
okay.
that mean like you're a Southwest paw?
Southwest paw. I like that. I like that a lot. My dominant hand is my lower left one.
That's where the uppercut comes from.
So
You don't see it coming.
Eddie, it doesn't take you long to get the kind of hang of this interface. Does this mean that Eddie actually knows how to skateboard?
I'll say he used to, yeah.
When he was younger.
Yeah.
and everything. So you access your youth and your natural instincts on this, adjust for the game's mechanic, and and as the ska music blares on, Eddie ends up getting to put himself up on the leaderboard for the game. On the leaderboard, but he is also one of the first people that's played it, so it's only the default high scores, not like against things. But Eddie does well. Nim, you end up getting that plushie, then you see another one you want, then there's another machine, and you go get that plushie, and you get another
Nim
one you
crushes
want.
it.
It's just plushies and like cosmopolitans, and she's just like
You
focused.
got to decorate your lounge, chair.
You're gonna nest in them later.
She just walks in. Look at my children. They're so beautiful.
Tery, you are absolutely obliterating people at chess. You could not possibly be more. Now, is Tery the type of person that, like, when the chess turns on, Tery like shifts mentality, or are you the type of person where it's happening under the hood and it's like a whole other human being is talking to people as if you're not the same person that's playing the chess as you are the person that's socializing?
I think he's like the locked in version
Ooh.
of him. So he's like, he is so dumb, but he can be like a good strategist, or he can be good in like thinking ahead. So he's pretty good at chess. So he's like, he gets serious, but he has to get into that state of mind. I think he can just like keep doing his thing and just playing it. He's like, yeah, and he's drinking a bunch of beer because Alexander is not here to control his beer.
I need Tery then to roll me a we're gonna call it a
I just love refrigerator at home, bowl of milk, not a beer in sight. Take Tery out. Take Tery out. It's party time.
He's filling up. He's filling up on natty ices.
Is very. I think Tery probably had some almost cancellations because of drinking, and now he sticks to milk. It's milk and milk and milk. Sometimes alcohol.
I need Tery then to roll me
mix to have in your stomach.
Tery, roll me a we're gonna call this a there's not really a constitution in this, so I'm gonna call it a control, or I'm gonna say a control or a hide. Well, whichever of those two you want to roll.
Hide.
Go for it.
It's gonna be a hide. 4. It's a 4.
You're drinking, and you're very casually drinking, but the game focus is like burying the drunkenness a little bit. I think it makes perfect sense that Tery is not like super observant in the open world, and is not necessarily like the quickest on the draw of like what's really going on around them. But this is a game with rules and strategies and maneuvers, and if there's anything Tery is good at, it's what are the instructions. I will memorize all of the instructions. I am very good at doing that, and in a way,
tell me what to do it, I'll do it.
And so
I know what it is.
I will do it.
Tery, it's the age old, like, it's the timeless story of I'm sitting and I don't realize that I am drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm playing this game and I'm absorbed in this, and then Tery will realize once they get up from the game.
I do that when I go to like the pool.
Oh.
Like when I'm at my family's house and we're in the pool. You don't realize how drunk you are because you're just in the pool. Gravity doesn't exist. And then as soon as you get out of the pool and gravity
you get out,
exists,
you're like,
oh
what's
my
happening?
God, yeah.
I messed up.
I'm flying.
Eddie,
I'm out of the water, but I'm still sloshing. What's wrong?
You get something that somehow has made it through the ages, past, like it's gone in and out of fashion and everything like that. Right on the console, because this place is retro, it gives you all tokens. By the way, with Tery saying, "Oh, we're gonna spend money," you all realize what Tery. One of the things that Tery is going to spend a lot of money in the way that the event has given Tery and guests unlimited redeemable tokens in the
Lord.
fashion that it's like it's the classic, oh, the wealthy get more things given to them for free because they are wealthy and influential. And so Harry's like, yeah, you know, it'll be whatever, it's all on me.
What?
It's on the business. It's on the event. But Eddie, you get a classic thing that is in fashion, at least here, where someone goes up to like where you put the next player tokens in and puts a token on it. And puts a token on it while you're playing. And you have to finish up the game, but you know what it means. You know that it means they've got next and that it's time for you to relinquish the turn. But surely they will not do or they will fail their run and you'll be back on it. And you turn to look at them and Tery, it is a friend whose favor you have successfully completed at this point, and they're still on the station, not their husband, but your very close personal friend. And she just smiles at you and goes, "Good luck."
Thank you. What are you doing here?
Well, it made more sense for him to go by himself. If I went with him, then we've got to do my identity as well, and then we're paired up. And so if he travels solitarily, it made more sense for him to go. Give me a survey roll on
that. Sure. 3.
They seem a little off, but you don't know about what. And everything, but they smile, and it's a very enthusiastic smile, and they go, "I remember, maybe not this exact outfit, but I remember when this was your whole vibe, Eddie."
Yeah, it's been a weird couple of days.
Well, seems like you still got it. Let's see if I've still got it. And she hops up on the board to start her turn, and you get a brief moment of respite in this. Kilo, something draws your attention back to Tery. There's a very boisterous man. Kind of large of stature, not kilo size, but like over 6 feet, well fed, not like huge, but like a bigger, like a John, like a John Goodman before he lost the weight, kind of sized human being, right? A John Goodman is sort of size, and he's like, well, I thought best out of 5 would beat you, Tery, but it appears you're not just for getting likes, views, and advertisements. You've never come down to one of my, or it's been too long since you've been down to one of my studios. You should get down there. Go on one of those mind vacations, Tery. It's been too long.
Sure, you can. I have a schedule, online schedule that you can apply to, and my agent Alexander takes care of it.
Oh, Tery, agents and business. Kilo, you're not having to roll for this. This guy is like leaning in on Tery in a way that is really intimate. Like if
don't like it.
Yeah, and they're sort of across the table, but they're like way in, and they're like, between you and I've got some new programs based off of some new testing that I really want like some real buzz about. So we'll send the agents, but what are you thinking? Because I want to be there when you go. What are you thinking? Like, you thinking...
Tery's plate's kind of full right now, so we'll put you on the list.
Oh, hi.
This is my bodyguard.
Oh.
Pretty hot, right? It's Kilo.
He
I think he's drunk.
Kilo's eyes widen.
I
as
mean, I
Terry
wasn't going to say it out loud, Tery, but you're both a master of the subtlety in chess and a master of the obvious. What's your name, big man? And he stands up and he still has to look up at you like by at least half a foot. What's your name, big man?
Kilo.
Kilo. Give me a survey roll on this
No, I
man.
hate it.
That
Big
quiet,
man.
the quiet
That's-
Kilo coming in here with the same, the Corbin Dallas energy
Eh.
on the Ruby Rod show.
Mm.
Hi.
Eh.
I got a 5.
Kilo, you feel like you've never seen this man before.
Oh,
You
yeah.
feel like when you say your name, there's just an ever so light hitch in his like in just his face for a moment, like a bit of surprise, but then the sort of practiced gregariousness comes back to his face, and he goes, "Kilo, pleasure to meet you. They call me Pat Cash or Patty Cash. I run
Patty Cash.
yeah, Patty Cash. I run all of the various suites and studios for virtual vacations, the one where you plug in your mind.
Hi, I'm Bob Evil.
Plug in your mind. Lovely to meet you, Kilo. And
Nice to meet
they go to
you.
shake your hand, and then they move their hand around, not knowing which hand you're going to shake their hand with because you have
I lead with the upper right.
Yeah. And they go, God, that's a firm grip. Grip. And they look back at Tery. I can just imagine. And then they give you kind of like a smile look at Tery, like almost like
Lord.
in joke look that Tery doesn't catch in this moment. And they're like,
Lord.
pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to be beaten by you. I'm going to respect your time, Tery. I know lots of your fans are here. Great to run into you. Do come down and make sure to let me know so I can be there so you can test out the
You
newest,
don't want to
most
lose
advanced.
again?
No.
Don't you wanna lose again?
Get him.
I was hoping to get to at least 10 moves.
Get 'em.
I'll take 7. And they kind of walk. Walk off. Nim, you're currently buried or you're
The
currently
plushies.
surrounded by the plushie
Delicious.
hall that you have. As you,
Yeah.
Abby, hold your delightful cat.
My menagerie.
I can.
My menagerie of
Can
fluffy sweet
I?
Wow, you got a real
What is it
cat out of
called?
one of those machines?
What?
The thing
things. It was
that
really
brought.
difficult. I had to lock
What is
in.
it called? The thing that brought my whole wardrobe.
Yeah.
What is it called? The thing that brought my wardrobe.
Your basically walk-in closet mobile shipping container.
I will
Do I have
offer
the shipping
lower arms
container
to help
to
carry.
Abby so she
Yeah,
can use
yeah,
it
so that
to
Nim can
bring her
drop off
plushies?
some of the plushies into
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
for the
You just
moment,
see Nim doesn't smile this wide usually. She's grinning like she has not been as happy in a long time.
Oh, baby.
Nim,
Oh, hi.
Nim, for the moment,
Yes.
I want a cat.
Nim,
He's
you've
loving
got
on you so
So
hard.
much love.
you've got
Wow.
Inside my skin, I swear.
Oh my
all of
God.
these plushies sort
I
of
want to be
like
loved.
in your grasp. You're holding on to them like in a big old mound around you. You've got some of them like resting on like a table and everything. You've accomplished all the plushies you wanted from any of the
Yes.
gotcha machines. Or not gotcha machines, claw machines. So you get your claw machine, or you've got your claw machine plushies and everything. Nim, I want you to roll a we're gonna call it a sense check, please.
A sense check?
No, please. Let her pet
What do you think?
the cat.
I also love the cat has muffled the microphone so very aggressively.
Yeah, I love you too. I can't roll dice when I can't see it. Yes, you are the light of my life. Don't eat my hair. I need
We cannot hear you.
Yeah, sorry, your hair is being eaten. I was just telling Happy.
it. Fighting for my life. Okay, you said sense.
Yeah.
Oh, knocked it right out my ear.
Your hair is delicious, apparently.
It's the new shampoo. Makes all the cat boys go meow, I guess. Okay. That's a 4.
A 4.
Stop eating it.
For you,
Hair,
Nim,
hair.
you're surrounded by warm little plushies. There's a lot of bodies in here. There's booze in here. You should be warm, but suddenly you just feel just the strangest chill around you and in the
Oof.
area. You can
Who
feel
turned
it.
on the AC?
It stands up the feathers on the back of your neck a little bit, like soft
Just
down.
puffs up.
The soft down kind of lifts up a little bit
Yep.
as you feel the chill, but you can't identify what it is. It's just so strange. Maybe it's an effect of one of these drinks or something like that, but you don't quite get a bead on it, and eventually it fades away sometime between you unloading your plushies into the portable closet shipping container, into the portable wardrobe. That's what we'll call it, the portable wardrobe that Tery has. And 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 uh, and you just feel a bit of a chill, like something strange. Give me a second roll. Give me a survey roll, please, Nim.
Survey. Okay. That's 2 dice. Okay, take the highest one. That is a 3 and a 6.
6, perfect. Over at the bar, like one of the bars that's serving drinks. At first, you just think it's one, and then you see that it's a few, maybe they're for a table, and then you see that it's a lot of them that they're pouring, and the bartender looks confused because all of the glasses are beginning to ice over.
What?
Tery,
It's a Dementor.
Tery,
The worst part of prison.
Ah,
Tery,
yes, the Bellis Dementors, they're famous.
Tery, I need you to roll a survey check, please.
Okay. My survey. I have disadvantage.
That makes sense.
So it's a 5. 5, 5.
Ooh, a 5. Tery,
Nice.
for the briefest of moments, maybe it's because you've been drinking and everything, but out of the corner of the eye, even though in this amorphous time, we don't know the current state of Alexander. In this amorphous time, in the briefest of moments, out of the corner of your eye, you see someone who is currently wearing the same exact suit as Alexander wears, kind of purple and everything. You quickly look and see that it's not Alexander. The suit fits them for one. But you see them wearing the same exact suit as Alexander. But you see them wearing the same suit. You feel
Those
something.
fucking aliens.
You see.
Oh my god.
You see something in the or you feel something just like tucked into a pocket on your hip, and when you go to turn to look, you don't see anyone. You just see or you just feel at your hip that there's a small little like business card that's been slipped on you.
Okay, I pick it.
Yeah. Do you look at it in this moment? You look at the business card. It's blank.
I get spooked. I look
blank
around
on
first. I'm like,
both sides, with the exception of a single red square in its top left corner, and it says, says, "Time for the drop. Meet me outside."
meeting outside. Okay.
Catch me outside. How about that? I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my
Don't get beat up.
god. No, they're gonna drop Alexander here. This is not a vibe for a party. Okay. I tell Kilo, I'm
Too many
like,
plushies for this. They
look at
can't see
this.
violence.
And what is this?
Read it.
Where'd you get this?
It appeared on my pocket,
Immediately scans the room.
but
That's quick.
I might be
I'm-
drunk.
Kilo, I'm
Yeah,
not going to make you roll for it.
might
You
is a
cannot
strong
possibly
game.
see anyone.
That's okay.
Gotta fight.
I had a feeling with the amount of time it took for Tery to read it, hand it to me, already lost in the crowd.
And Tery got a 5, so it wasn't like Tery rolled low on that survey.
Wet? Why is my hair wet?
I
It's
think
because
I'm
of
gonna head
slime.
outside then.
I mean, you're not going by yourself.
Slime boy.
Let's get everyone
You
then.
know? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we go to
You
meet
interrupt.
with everyone.
So yeah. So you're beginning to corral everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we're going to pause inside of the of the funplex of lasers and feelings, and we're going to pan out to follow Patty Cash as he steps into what's essentially a town car of an autopod. So he steps into the town car of an autopod. It's all white. It's got black tinted windows and everything. And we follow that vehicle around. We follow it down different pathways and trails across different neighborhoods. We're too close to the vehicle to understand where it's going or gain context for where it's going, but it's not close by. It's maybe in a whole different zone of Velis, but definitely far away from where you're at. And it goes into what is essentially an office building, and pulls into a drop off zone there, lowers, drops him off, floats off, and he walks up. He's greeted by some generic, sort of almost faceless assistant in a suit who greets him with a brown liquored beverage and like a little data pad for him to review some things. And he walks into the office, into the stairwell, down several flights of stairs into what would be a basement. Several flights of stairs. It's echoey. It's switchback stairs, right? Like a fire escape stairwell would be. And then briefly stands in front of a door that scans him and unlocks for it to unlock into a relatively white room. In that room are several different in that room is kind of a long hallway that goes off to the left and right in either direction. And on the side that is opposite of the door of the hallway is various windows. And he walks past window after window after window that are showing the interiors of different office rooms. Or not different office rooms, different different also fully white painted, fully white adorned rooms. Some of them have empty chairs in them. Some of them have empty, like almost like massage tables. Some of them have full ones. All of them are all of the ones that are occupied have people plugged into devices, and he just keeps walking into his office. But what we see is Kilo's husband and child plugged in on a device, and he closes the door, and it says Pat Cash, CEO, Virtual Vacations, R&D location, and that is where we are going to end this session.
I wondered.
Lots of little
God.
bitty pieces that we won't even immediately be able to address in the next session. Thus, because we're not going to go outside next
Oh my
session.
God.
We're not going to go out. We're going to go back to Nim being surrounded by Talk to Me agents. The tension is high.
That's right. More tension.
More
More
tension.
drama.
more
Next
drama,
Oh
episode.
God.
but in a different way. And
Stop.
we'll be back hopefully with a full boat next week. Let's go do the round robin, just so that they can immediately go to rest and everything like that. Kelly, where can people find you on the internet?
I go by the Kellhop on the internet. You can find me here. You can find me in the Heart is the Dungeon. And you can find me in the audio drama Error 313.
Woo!
This is all correct and all good places to find
Wow.
the Kellhop.
Yes.
Wow.
It
Abby,
don't sound like this in the audio drama, I promise.
Abby, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me either being adorably attacked by my cat in real life, or on the internet. You can find me mainly on TikTok as Giggle Girl Productions, or over with Radio Free Will
It's a great place to
for
work.
the our Aster's game on Wednesdays, which is so fun and exciting. It's a great place to be.
Abby's a great employer.
Abby is a great
That is
employer.
true.
Radio Free Will, where can people find you?
Hi everybody, I'm Radio
All of
Free
it.
Will. You can find me on over at twitch.tv/radio_free will, where I'm running Armor Astra Advent and Exalted. I'm also going to be running a very special Rex Manning Day one shot of Damn the Man Save the Music, the 30th anniversary of Rex
Ooh.
Manning Day. I am still casting for that, so stay tuned to find out who's going to be playing in that game. I'm also on TikTok at Radio Free Will. I'm also on I'm also on YouTube at Radio_Free Will. I think that's
all the
most
places. That's the main places, at least.
Yes.
Main places. Julia, where can people find you on the internet?
Stark.ju.
Go look at their art and
Oh,
then
yeah.
pay them for it because it's very good.
Mhm.
No, it's closed,
good
but in the future.
Reach out to them
As I
and
am.
find out when they expect for it to be open, and then reserve your spot. So in
Because you're
demand.
gonna want that.
So in
You're gonna want
demand is
that.
Julia as an artist that they do not have time for all the people that desperately would like art from them. So get in while the getting's good,
No.
or before they double their
So
commission
popular.
prices. They double. And of course you can find me at Dying of Exposure everywhere on the internet. And then of course GTV Pod, where we do GTV Pod podcasts about Ghost Town Video is a podcast about radio and radio. It's about television and film. We do specific movies that we're watching, and then we talk about current things. In the most recent episode coming out this Thursday, I talk about how good animation is right now, like in all genres across the board. Like over the last 6 months, it's just been banger out of banger, banger after
That's
banger
right.
in every category of animation you can consider, regardless of region or target market. But until then, we will see you next time here in Dying of Exposure and in Cosmos Candela. Everybody, just say one thing that all at the same time. Just say the band from the most edgy band that you listen to, and shout out that edgy band, most emotional band that you listen to the audience, all at the same time.
Okay.
3,
They have to
2.
be edgy too.
They could be
Emotional
just deeply
and edgy,
emo or edgy or metal or
okay.
something.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it.
Ready?
3,
Do it.
2, 1, go.
Nothing
The
but
Eels.
eels.
I have no idea what any of those bands were because you all did a good job at saying them at the same time. The Kellhop's edgiest band is anime theme songs. Anyway,
Yes.
there you go. You're welcome. And my edgiest band is, of course, I'm gonna say Stained, but only their very, very first album that no one remembers that had Mud Shovel on it. There you go.
Hey, I remember that one.
You remember that one. But until next time, we'll see you no longer in the 90s and early 2000s in Hot Topic, but instead in the modern future era of Velas here on Cosmos Candela. You all have a lovely evening, and thank you so much. Goodbye.
Night,
Bye.
everybody.